Hello and welcome back to Shakesyear. We are working on Othello and we get to hear from Othello in the scene that never ends, Act 3, Scene 3. So this scene started out with Desdemona pleading on behalf of Cassio, and Othello agreed that he would speak to Cassio at some point, but then Iago started in, after Desdemona had left, Iago started in planting the idea in Othello's head that Cassio and Desdemona have slept together, and he did it using like every famous gaslighting trick in the book, to the point where yesterday's monologue with Iago, Othello was ready to like go and confront Desdemona, but Iago comes back and he's like, just never mind, don't think about it. I didn't even say anything, but just watch her just a little bit and see if you can come up with any proof. Like, he's playing the whole, this is a thing, but it's not a thing, and I told you about it, but I didn't tell you about it. He's doing the whole gaslighting bit. At least we, the audience, know that he's doing the gaslighting bit. And so after he tells Othello yesterday to just let it go and just go ahead and trust her, but observe her for now and see if he can find any proof of her sleeping with Cassio, Othello gets a moment by himself on the stage. Iago leaves, and Othello gets a moment by himself, and he says, "This fellow's of exceeding honesty, and knows all quantities with a learned spirit of human dealings. If I do prove her haggard, though that her jesses were my dear heartstrings, I'd whistle her off and let her down the wind to prey at fortune. Happily, for I am black, and have not those soft parts of conversation that chamberers have, or for I am declined into the vale of years, yet that's not much. She's gone. I am abused, and my relief must be to loathe her. Oh, curse of marriage, that we can call these delicate creatures ours, and not their appetites. I had rather be a toad and live upon the vapor of a dungeon than keep a corner in the thing I love for other uses. Yet 'tis the plague to great ones. Prerogatived are they less than the base. 'Tis destiny unshunnable like death. Even then this forked plague is fated to us when we do quicken. Look where she comes. If she be false, heaven mocked itself. I'll not believe it." So he's going through some stuff here, and he's talking about how he believes Iago. Iago has convinced him that she has been unfaithful, and yeah, that's basically it. If it turns out that this is all true, he's gonna leave her, send her away, all of that sort of thing, and he curses being married, and the institution of marriage and all that sort of thing. And he's like, but this is what happens to people in positions of power and authority. We kind of get screwed over like that. That happens. And then Desdemona and Emilia come in, and remember, Emilia is Iago's wife. The two of them come in, and he looks at her, and in looking at her, he can see that she is faithful. So he's still stuck, meaning he has a great big headache when this whole thing is over. And that's sort of what they talk about when she comes in. She comes in and she's like, "You don't look very well. Are you feeling well?" He's like, "No, I'm not feeling so great." And she takes a handkerchief to mop his brow or whatever. And he sort of bats it away. He's like, it's too small. And she ends up dropping this handkerchief, which is going to come in very important tomorrow when we dig into what happens after the two of them leave. And Emilia is there with this handkerchief that was Desdemona's. So remember that bit. I'll remind you tomorrow. I'll see you then for more. Mwah.